Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Coldfire. And as we move into the zodiac sign of Pisces, we're going to have a lot of data for dream interpretation. Um, Pisces is a very psychic sign, and when the sun is in this zodiac, or if there's any movement in this sign, we generally see a lot of vivid dreams, imagery. Specifically, right now, what is coming through is like you're going to this new spirit guide that the void sent through, right, to us to help us, is building a sort of tesseract in the subconscious for us to process the ancient origins of our soul. We are being asked to practice presence of mind. So intent to get information on the ancient origins of your soul, the path so far, the journey so far, and then you will be more confident on the visions of the future that you're getting. There is no point in asking for a vision of the future that you're going to think is too good to be true, because you don't have information on your ancient origins, the past of your soul, right? So I'm going to uh, I'm going to do a series like a dream tarot, like analyzing our dreams for the day. But for the next 1 month, till the end of Pisces season, that is the 26th of um, March. Uh, yeah, that's when we'll be actually done. Maybe I'll continue on to month end. I'm going to do a cold fire series, especially cold fire lives on the same phenomena. So I'm sure many different collectives will come up. A soul collective who've had the same kind of ancient origins and moved as a soul family. Also, karmics attached to them, and then the matrix collective aspects of things. In the Dream Tarot playlist, uh, I'm going to be just channeling some dream energy after I wake up, possibly as soon as I wake up, 15-20 minutes of what happened in the dream or something of that sort. I don't know how to do that, but I will definitely start. But the cold fire lives are going to be focused on getting to know our soul's ancient origins, because we're getting a lot of information regarding that. The new spirit guides don't want you to focus on your what's happened so far in this lifetime, especially in the last 10 years, because it was literally, it looks like a hoax to me. Like, this 10 years was the worst of everything. Like, we were missing out on everything, even if we were able to be happy in the situation and mm, still had a very beautiful life. It's just we knew that there was something missing, definitely something really grand missing. And now that's why uh, the new spirit guides are not concerned with this time, this lifespan. They are showing you visions of your ancient origins and past, where you come from. Why do you resonate so much with a particular concept, philosophy, and spirituality, etc. Let's see. This is for the collective. Your treasure is at hand. I was talking about this parallel reality, this alternate, not parallel, but alternate reality that all of that was created for us, this invisible plane, where all that we were destined to receive in the last 10 years, but we did not, when it comes to material world abundance as well as romantic relationships. All of that was written in an alternate reality. That reality played out, and it was just a 10-year span. And then that reality shut down, and all the things that we missed out on, that are destined on our soul journey on this timeline, now have been sent here in this reality. So your treasure is at hand. That's what this card says. It's here. It's already here. But for us to be able to see it, for us to be able to manifest it in our this alternate timeline into our material world reality, we need some kind of reference from the past of why were we destined to get this, like what is our good karma. Your treasure is at hand. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most m- but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, Zapier is on quite a few lists. Tally ho, the universe. Basically, your treasure is at hand, is what I wanted to say. It's here. It's here. Your happily ever after is in your hands. You just need to know how to uh, take it and bring it about in your material reality. For that, we'll need to really, really, really focus on you glow, we beam. Thanks. In case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. Thanks for all you shared, the universe. P.S. It's just another one of those nutty body algorithm things, right? Uh, that was the note from the universe for this live. Please like, share, and subscribe if you would like me to channel your specific uh, situations. And also, it helps me connect with your energy, and the energy is connected with you. Let's get some star code astro oracles for the stand. Nothing's falling out. We have roots. We need to find our cosmic roots. We need to find where we came from. We're all made out of star stuff, right? So we have starseed origins. Even if we have a starseed family, we are connected to it. At least star DNA wise, we carry the DNA, a cosmic DNA, even if we didn't spend past lifetimes over there. But I'm talking about the origins. Definitely, it's starseeds origins. Earth is pretty new compared to other planets. Our galaxy is also pretty new compared to other galaxies. First house, the arrival of the first information, like first sets of first set of visions are coming through. This speaks about the arrival of the new spirit guides, especially the one from the void, right? So everything that was voided in the last 10 years or so, in 10 years or more, in this present timeline, because we were really transmuting. We had become vessels that were um just closing down karma, like the phase of karma, so that we could ascend. Planet Earth could ascend from the 3D to into higher dimensions, right, of consciousness, right, the third density to higher dimensions of consciousness. And now that we've done that, in in earthly realities, we have the arrival of new spirit guides, brand new spirit guides, because it's like a welcoming of a new species that is that is humanity in the higher densities, right, in the higher realms of existence. That's why all the realms of all the non-physical realms, like the dreaming, the underworld, that is the realm of Hades and Neptune, and also Um, then we have Anubis, the god of the dead, the undead, right? And then we have the dreaming, where we have the god of dreaming, that is Morpheus. And then there's the void, and the entity that I named Coldfire of the void, right? This is the first arrival of the the guides of these non-physical realms, um, these mythological realms, the mythical realms, mystical realms that we've only ever been able to um, conceptualize or theorize in fiction, whether it be science fiction or fiction of any kind. Like, we weren't able to actually bring it about in physical science, uh, in into the physical science, because it is not a physical science. It's metaphysics, right? So we're making a breakthrough because we have broken through into living our reality in physical form, as if we existed in the astral plane, that is the mental plane of existence, and even higher, which is where we are in spirit form. Here at least we have that um, mental body, another body, but elsewhere we're just energies, right? So arrival of these spirit guides are going to new spirit guides for the new species that has evolved and ascended into the higher dimensions, very closer, and going to start living their reality uh, like the beings that are formed from the non-physical dimension. So that's why we need new spirit guides, right? So to help us ac- accept this uh, vision of the future that is coming through, that was incomprehensible to our minds in the third density, in the 3D physical world aspects of things, right? So this is my attempt at figuring this out. So please, if I fumble, or if I keep repeating the same point over and over again, please excuse me. It's like this is new. This is all very new. It's absolutely beyond the physical realm, dimension of existence. But that is what we are. We are in a brand new chapter in the in the course of humanity and planet Earth. So we have some sort of tension. There might be some sort of tension in the root chakra, because when we think about our roots, we only think about the roots and that we've planted in this lifetime on Earth. We're not thinking about the roots of where we come from, and trees are an alien species. And so will we soon discover that so are human beings. We are an alien race, um, aliens that found our DNA came here through stars. So the our human DNA came to this planet through the stars. So did the DNA for trees, flora and fauna here on this planet. The DNA, the seeds were thrown from outer space. That's why the term star seeds. That's why the quote by Carl Sagan, "We are all made out of star stuff." A solar flares activated, so that it's activating now that we are so closer to, so much more closer to the source, that is the sun, in metaphysical terms. in metaphorical terms. We're so much more closer to the source of the truth. We are sitting there in uh, the library or the courtyard of the library, you know, getting information on ourselves in the Akashic Records library, to speak, so to speak. The sun, the source, look at that. Isn't that a confirmation? We're at the source. Arrival, first house, arrival at the source, the sun. Brilliant. And we have a solar flares activated, so that knowledge, that memory of our ancient origins, of our root, has been activated. It's going to show up in your dreaming night, while you're sleeping, or daydreaming while you're awake. You're going to get visions of your ancient past, trust me. And that's why it's better to practice taking breaks after every half an hour, 45 minutes, and do like a visualization exercise. Try to let the information come through to you free flowing from the source about the roots of your soul. Let's get two cards from the Prairie Oracle deck. Let's see what we have here. Do I accept myself without judgment? So whatever the origins might be, we have been it's been made fun of when we have spoken about this, when our consciousness was too much about the material world aspects of it, ego programming, where we were mocked and teased for speaking about aliens and alien contacts, or us being aliens, and all of the spiritual stuff, like subconscious regression, all of these things were crazy talk for a lot of people, because our senses our consciousness was still stuck in the material world aspects of things, right? So now when this information is coming in, we need to actually remove that fear programming, that those concerns, those filters, that listen, the people, the collective is not ready yet. So you need to control your thoughts, or voicing your opinions according to your uh, knowledge, based on your extrasensory perceptions, right? So now you can completely breathe. uh, do I accept myself without judgment? You just breathe and accept what you get, what's coming through. What enchants me, it's delightful information. Like, look at this, there's the plant here, wild bergamot. The seed for one plant must have been showered. One type of plant must have been showered, like, okay, on planet earth, just the basic code for plants to evolve, like one seed, which went and gave rise to such beautiful diversity, incredible diversity. It's delightful, right? Even amongst human beings, all of us look so much different. Okay, am I carrying myself with love? Strut, killdeer. It's going to be a very different way 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 we walk on the streets now, where we show up in front of each other. We are going to be able to see uh, our forms in the higher density, in the physical. We're going to be able to see the energetic shadow, energetic outline, our auras. For like whoever, like aura readers, they were possibly able to just catch out colors, but not the shape around the human beings, right? There are a few I've heard of that can tell exactly, like, everything. But we're going to be able to see the spirit animal attached to us, and we're going to be able to see, like, we're going to carry the source of our information, like, we're going to carry the civilization, that galactic civilization, in like shapes and forms. It's going to be projected around us, what we'll be carrying. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. And believe me, everyone has starseed origins. Everyone has. Even if your soul's journey has been mainly on Earth, but there are angels and archangels amongst us right now, which we, like, not the celestial, the heavenly archangel angel. Angels are found in all the realms. There are hell's angels as well. Like, there are death's angels in death's realm. Then there are heavenly angels and archangels. So we have earth angels and earth archangels. That portion of humanity is going to show up. Divine collective, even in the karmic collective, we're going to see what strata of uh, hell do they specialize in, the karmic soul. So, right, karmic collective, you're going to see if they come from the Tartar, that is the hell for titans. Do they come from purgatory? um, do they come from Hades as well? um, all sorts of, like, different layers, different kinds of afterlife realms, um, based on mythology of different cultures. All of that is going to show up. Even the Matrix Collective, like, what is that advanced civilization far out there in the galaxy? What are those star seeds that are actually helping us build these digital systems connectivity, so that we can connect across the cosmos with other civilizations? Because physical contact, or us coming us being visited in the physical in normal ways, it seems very, very gargantuan. But now that our consciousness has elevated, we can actually extend our extrasensory perceptions with the help of technology and connect psychically. And we don't know what other abilities will open up. We really don't know. We have to be open to it. We have to be uh, strutting our stuff, our actual ancient history of the individual soul portion. We all come from the same source. You have to remember that. Yeah, and our consciousness is uh, it's so much closer to the soul. The collective of twin flames that has ascended and reached the divine counterpartship, a portion in their physical world reality. If you have identified your divine counterpart, your consciousness is already at source. It's already at source. Both the counterparts are in the invisible plane of existence, and it looks really, really beautiful. All right, so this can manifest out into the material plane. It can, and it will. It will. We have the Hierophant here, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, sounds good. All right. it's like we're getting a bird's eye view because our consciousness is now higher up. Like we can look at the planet and we can see that whatever we've done here on the planet, it has given us whatever we've done here was to, let's say, uh, mark our presence here on this planet in this physical plane, right? And whatever we've done, that is this karma, this full and final grade, the last academic qualification, certification, or um, last ceremony here presented. This is what I've done. This is the last time I've tended to my karma, and now this is the payout. You can see it. You can see the world from a bird's eye view of what you've created here for yourself in the material plane of existence, these resources. You can see it very, very clearly. And that is helping you reverse this, no, that is helping you get rid of a lot of mental energy or stress or let's say habits of constantly trying to maintain this these three third dimensional material world aspects. Now this is guaranteed. Okay, you can see it from this perspective, from a higher dimension, from a higher perspective. And that's why this anxiety and this need to constantly keep an eye on and on the lookout for um, building this material world stability. Now that you know it's promised, you can see it. You can actually see it. It's like a huge mountain of gold and money and things like that, right? So it's just like a lot of mental energy, that a lot of thought forms that were required for you to be able to process, and a lot of habits that were stuck in nature, like, go and look out there in the world, look for opportunities. What are you doing? So that all of those thought forms, the pocket of thought forms that were needed, have just been like released. Now you no longer need it. I'm gonna get So we have the moon, the magician. So poetic, the moon and the magician. Something to do with, like I said, the timelines. There's an alchemical process, like the two realities are being merged. Two realities are being merged as we speak. This is the new moon night. Like two realities are coming together. Basically, that smaller reality, that reality where you got everything, that was an alternate reality, because in this main reality, main timeline, you were missing out on all of that. That's coming together tonight. So how our DNAs, the earth was Im- impregnated with the seed of flora and fauna, basic structure, like flora plants and fauna animals, right? Mammals. It's the same way that information is coming into this reality, into the physical reality of our, not just that one specific reality, but of our ancient origins. We have the Empress here. There are some amongst us who come from the land of plenty. They already come from the land of plenty. Their souls come from a dimension of plenty, like excess, That's what I'm seeing, the excess of life, like a excess of life, and the population is very limited, very very limited. So whoever's coming through over here, um, the population is very limited, and you have like large estate. It's just like Amazonian women kind of a thing, right? Like Wonder Woman, right? So I'm channeling some of the the star seeds that come from the same planet, a galaxy as Wonder Woman, Amazonian women, kind of a thing. Great. I didn't know it was going to work out. This channeling was going to work out, but how it was going to work out, and how it was going to go through this message. But yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through. So the way that system works is that it's like the Empress is like the Holy Grail, right? The feminine, the divine feminine. The Holy Grail is um it's a womb as well as like a fountain, that it's a womb that also flows outwards. So it makes everything it turns everything into an incubator, very life affirming, rejuvenating, carrying moss. It turns into a womb. That is the divine feminine energy. Now, this the Amazonians are coming off to me like that. The Amazonian women, the Wonder Woman race is coming through like that to me right now. So there are some star seeds here on the planet that come from that galaxy. They have the ability to turn everything around them into a nurturing space, like wherever they walk, like possibly like plants wherever they live, plant and life seems to uh, start becoming more healthier and richer in its and this feminine does not mean only female, like I mean male, uh, it can be male and female as well. It's like one of our star seed on our star seed story include being in this realm, which is the realm of the divine feminine, this non-physical realm, this non-physical dimension of the divine feminine. It's like a completely different dimension. It's somewhere it's somewhere around the moon is what I'm getting. It's around the moon, like it's a dimension. It's like a membrane dimension as well as like a quantum dimension around the moon, within the moon. This is very interesting. Okay, let's see. You have the magician here again, the two of pentacles, and the justice card. Look at that manifestation abilities. We're now merging these two dimensions are merging. All right. So on a new moon day, the the earth is completely blocking the sun's rays from reaching reaching the moon and reflecting off of the moon's surface. The moon is still there, right? It's just that the earth is coming in between the sun and the moon. And that's why we see the waxing and waning, and then the full moon, and then the no moon, the new moon, right? So on this new moon night, we don't have the sun actually giving the moon any extra the dimension of this divine feminine that encapsulates the moon and is in its quantum state as well. The dimension of the divine feminine, the Amazonian woman, the Wonder Woman, uh, popular media representation of what I think the divine feminine realm and dimension looks like, right? So it's directly speaking to Earth. It's not reflecting what the sun wants to see. So we're actually tapping into the source of the divine feminine realm without getting information from the divine masculine celestial object, that is the sun, right? So the divine feminine and the earth is also of the she's earth is a physical plane representation of the metaphysical or the spiritual realm of the divine feminine. Mother Earth, Gaia, she's the physical form of the divine feminine as a celestial object. That is a planet, planet Earth, right? And the mystical or the metaphysical or the spiritual representation of, I would say it is more metaphysical than spiritual. Okay, so the metaphysical object that represents the divine feminine is the moon, right? And the spiritual is actually another realm that is like a membrane around the moon. It's a membrane kind of a realm which exists in the which also gets into the quantum state of the object that the membrane realm is coating, right? Like for example, our moon. There might be other celestial objects, other satellites circling other planets which are like Earth like planets, which have the ability to grow life with the fertile planets, right? Around the cosmos. Their satellites are also, so the moons around all the Earth and Earth like planets, right? Across the universe, across timelines, across all realities, alternate mm, parallel realities, right? So this they're around the moon. So tonight we're getting direct communication from the divine feminine without the divine masculine. So there's a lot of information about the star seed's origin of the divine feminine counterpart. Okay, so the higher self of the divine masculine is showing up here, right? And they are going to make use of this information. So your divine masculine counterpart right now is playing the part of the hierophant, their higher self, that cosmic higher self of the collective divine masculine. So the entire collective of the divine masculine are acting from playing that part of being the hierophant energies, the one that is the all-seeing eye, that is watching over all, where have the seeds been planted, where has the work been done, and what has it evolved into. Is the work over? Okay, job well done. This is the material world arrangements that we have for you. Here, take it. It's 11 o'clock. Look at that, 11 is like a confirmation that your manifestation is coming through. 11 is the master manifestor number. We have the magician card here twice. One on the masculine side, divine masculine side, and one on the divine feminine side. For once, we have the masculines in the higher self and the divine feminine in the more earthly and the metaphysical sense. It's beautiful. This is all divinely timed. So whoever's resonating with this reading, you might want to look into the um Amazonian mythology, the Amazon woman, the Wonder Woman mythology. Where does it come from? Where what portion of the cosmos are we talking about? What galaxy? What do we know about the uh, cosmos in those parts and all of that? Let's get some Edmund Dulac cards. This is speaking of the two realities. That's why we're in the in between right now. We're standing in between as these two realities merge into each other, are merging into each other as we speak tonight. New moon energies. What is Justice card doing here? What is this Justice card doing here? Please clarify the Justice card. What is the Justice card about? Ten of Cups, the happily ever after. Finally. Finally, this is coming together. It's like it's always been together. Well, they've always been together. King of Swords here. Please clarify the King of Swords. The Six of Cups. It's like your masculine in a previous lifetime, somewhere in a your masculine actually visited you in one of your starseed realms, divine feminine. Like they visited you here in their human form. I mean, obviously they traveled psychically there, like and manifested. And there was a chunk of time in your childhood while you were in this divine feminine realm, right, of existence. They're like they kind of sent you out on a little adventure, and they wanted you to have like this very sweet childhood memory that would help you out if you ever had a difficult lifespan that you managed, where your childhood would have been a little what do you say, a little hectic, where you wouldn't get to live a good childhood. Or if in this lifespan your childhood has been very very tough, very very dark, it is and you still went through it like as if nothing ever happened. It's because your masculine visited you when you were in this alternate reality, where in the realm of the divine feminine, right? And they created a span of 1 year in that realm, where you had the best of like the most fun childhood memories ever. They did that, and that's this is the Hangman sent you on like a beautiful mini adventure, and the Andromedans are showing up here, the Pleiadians and the Andromedans. So if you were in one of the aquatic galaxies and you're one of the aquatic star seeds, this is what's showing up here. Like, they did that over there while you were um, in your 20s, early adulthood. All of those memories are going to come through, you guys, tonight. They're going to come through. And that is what is going to help you understand as to why do you feel so close to this person, this divine masculine person here. Why do you feel like you've been a couple? It's because they like how you being a starseed, you might have visited them here on earth every lifetime. They have also visited you in the higher realms and arranged, uh, when you were a very small child, like about from the age range of three, no, 3 4 to about 7 or 8. In that age group, they for 1 year, 1 year, one entire year in the realm of the divine feminine, that is somewhere around, I'm guessing, somewhere around 10 to 15 years on earth, right? Solar years. There they arranged for this really, really, really amazing, like, fun childhood, like, this house. And then there is like this big, 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 big settlement here, like in the backyard, like, there's trampolines, and this grandma character, like, she cooks everything fascinating, and she has like amazing pets and things like that. And look at all these. There's like a soldier doll here standing here, and there's a beautiful garden and all of that. Like, they made sure that you have this beautiful childhood here, memories in this realm. And then when you are incarnated here on earth, this the difficult childhood that they knew that was coming up for you in one of the lifespans, in one of the lifetimes. It could be earth or anywhere else. They knew that the childhood would be very, very demanding. That's why they built this here. And in uh at the same time, at the same time uh in another galaxy, in another incarnation, in a aquatic, a water-based planet, where you were aquatic life, advanced aquatic life, but with uh, uh, higher levels of consciousness, even higher than human being. So when you had reached the age of Earth, in Earth terms, the age in your 20s, right over there, they arranged for this amazing adventure for you to. It's like a beautiful treasure hunt, like this endless treasure hunt, this tower, like to discover in the debris, little trinkets, little clues that you would uncover, and that would lead you, that would be a map for you to chart. So they laid out this beautiful adventure for you in your 20s. That's like an entire decade. That's 10 years in this realm. It could be thousands of years here on planet Earth. So they possibly knew that there was a very challenging lifeline for you, in your youth. Maybe you would have died in battle, or on the battlefield in some other realm, or even here on earth. And in that incarnate in that life time, in that lifespan, you were robbed of your youth, like you possibly died as a teenager, right? But where you were destined to have an adult life, a long life, and your soul or your spirit to move on from that lifetime and reality peacefully. They made sure they laid this beautiful treasure hunt, adventurous life for you in another incarnation for in your 20s. They built this, and this is all this is the magic of the mind, like the ability of the mind when it's expanded and functioning with knowledge from the source, the divine masculine as well as the divine feminine. Let's get some wild unknown tarot. What do you want to clarify? Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what this is about. Two of Wands. You're on the way to receiving this. This situation has ended. You will find nothing there. It's like it's time for this situation where you are burdened with material world aspects, overtly objective and materialistic ways, people, thought forms, having to engage with minds that uh, the stressful situation, whatever it is, it could be people spying on you, trying to get into your mind, to bore into your mind, to see what's going on, how are you um, so sure of this. They think that there is some place that or someone, some organization, some kind of secret organization that you've been always been a part of, and that's where you're getting all this money from, etc. That entire setup has been canned, has been destroyed as we speak right now. It's just like erased. It's completely erased. The last 10 years of this plot, this 3D world, matrix collective, karmic, twisted criminal, karmic collective plots and schemes and scams, all of that have been deleted. It's already done right now. Somebody hit the delete button. That's the Wheel of Fortune, and look at what happened. Everybody, it's just like their information's lost. It's done. It's over. It's been voided. And now it's just going to be like happily ever after here on Earth, your Earth reality. It's magical, but it's still manifesting, on the way to manifest in the physical. All right, it's still on the physical, because this had to shut down. This, whatever was causing you so much pain, was dragging your mind down into the dumps. um, Mental harassment, a lot of mental harassment, very uh, toxic mental energy trying to be bombarded at you. I think that's just done. It's just like it's over. An entire setup, an entire setup was decimated, completely decimated and destroyed and deactivated. One that was conducting this mental harassment and torture chamber. These people, okay, at crossroads right now. Right now, Wheel of Fortune, we're at crossroads. It's like the divine masculine's invisible plane reality and the divine feminine's invisible plane reality coming together and making uh one a reality that's happening right now as we speak, guys. Overnight stuff, overnight. Oh, we have the fairies that are going to awaken as the sun comes out. um Fairies are being there's going to be lucky charm tonight. The the seed for the lucky charm is being planted. The new seed, the new beginning starts with luck. 5555, as I said that. um all the best, you guys. I hope this helped. And please like, share, and subscribe if you would like me to channel your specifics according to your situation. Until then, until next time, take care. I will see you soon.